What is going on, you beautiful people? Hip and cool Deej here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Hey, I hardly look a day over 40. Anyway, today we're going to be reviewing a crazy, wild, nutty lower level game with the most baboonian shit I've seen in a while. Some shit-flinging shit. And might I add, this was a user-submitted game, but it wasn't submitted by the players. This was viewed by an onlooker who saw this and was like, this is nuts. They submitted to me, they said, Deej, don't tell them who submitted this. I want to remain anonymous. I just saw some weird stuff and I had to share it with someone. So don't forget, you too can get your games and other games. It doesn't have to be your own games. Submit other people's games to Deejusproductions@gmail.com. I don't care where it comes from. I won't ask any questions. If it's crazy, if it's wild, if it's entertaining, I will review it. So submit your craziest games to Deejusproductions@gmail.com. Make sure to listen to the more info qualifications beneath the video in the more info section. It has to meet certain criteria in order to be reviewed. Anyway, this game was nuts. Between a couple lower level players on the map Scavenger, a classic map. I've played on this map probably 10-15 times in my Advanced Wars by Web career. Fun map, higher income, 22k per side. Nice fog map with some pipe seams. Contested properties, just draw a straight line down right in the diagonal right here. Those are all the contested properties in the map. Not too much math or science behind that, folks. Other things of note, these pipe seams, like I said, a lot of people don't know what to do with the pipe seams. I am on the side of you break them eventually. You don't rush to break them and you don't not break them, but you have a little combination. Some people put an artillery as their first vehicle to break through. Other people like recon rushes and they avoid breaking them at all. I'm somewhere in between. I like scaring the opponent because if you build an artillery, that's incredibly passive. You're going to allow your opponent to build up their units and get map control before you. It's a slow burn kind of win to bust open the pipe seam. I like putting on some pressure, and then later on, when they're not expecting, we bust open the pipe seam. Another thing to be mentioned, bust open this pipe seam. Not that one, this one. This one, not that one. Why? There is no advantage to breaking this pipe seam over this pipe seam. Why? If you go north, this is cut off, this is cut off. They both reach the port at the same time if you're trying to shift them north, and if you're trying to shift them to the side over here, this one reaches quicker. So there is no benefit to breaking this one over breaking this pipe seam. Always break this one and this one if you have to remember something from this map. It's a little harder to break this one because you can do a medium tank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and bust that open in 2 turns basically. However, it's worth going for this pipe. Anyway, we have a, I don't even know what tier this is, but Sammy is tier 4 on this map and Max is tier 2. So I'm assuming a tier 2 matchup. It could have been tier 1 for all I know. So we have a 2 tiers down CO versus a tier 2 CO. Interesting. These players, I think, were around 700. So you know what you're getting into. Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into the game, because it baffled me in a good way. It was weird, man. It was weird, man. Alright, so first things first. Oh, let's get these guys facing the right way. Let's face left. There you go. Face each other when you fight each other. Okay, so you're first supposed to go for this, which makes sense. You go for the bays. They both are doing this. A mech on day 2 by Sammy. There is not remotely an army nearby. I'm curious to see what this mech does. I, in 0 instances, recommend buying a mech this early. Ever. In fact, I probably wouldn't build a mech until like 10 turns in as Sammy, when I have a transport copter or an APC. Typically, mechs aren't worth it unless you have transport to move them around quicker, because 2 movement is debilitating. So, what can the green boys do to exploit this? I mean, a recon would doom him. Mech is going for the airport. Wow, I mean, it could reach in 2 turns. Great. I don't know why a mech instead of a normal infantry, but okay. Curious. But we don't judge. Well, maybe I do judge, but we don't judge too harsh. The mech, who knows? Maybe it's going to be able to transport copter from the airport, and then it's going to rocket out of there and bust over the pipe seams. We'll see what his plan is, the grand plan. Capture the property over here, builds a recon early. Hey, I don't hate this. This actually makes sense, buying a recon from this property and this property here, because in 2 turns, this recon goes from here to this city. And from this city, you see a lot of stuff. You see the middle, you see the comm tower, you see this property. You can see anything that passes there, it has to pass by the recon. A recon here, nothing can pass without you seeing it. Remember, Nothing can pass the recon without you seeing it. So, pretty nice to have a recon on the city right there. So that's not bad. The MiG was a little weird, but, you know, we'll see what it... And we already have it, folks. Now in artillery, like I said, early artillery, that's not too bad, right? You know, you bust open the pipe seams, right? Well, it's a max artillery. It only fires 2 squares away. So if you put it here, like a lot of people do, it won't fire. You put it here, it won't fire. You can only put it here or here in the first turn. So, yeah, or on top of your base to fire. Like, max artillery. Okay. I would have saved up for a medium tank if I was going to bust open these, but, alright. We'll see what happens. We got some nut going on already. And this is just the beginning, folks. You're in for a treat. If this is the sort of stuff that you love, the crazy nutty stuff, he doesn't even I love this guy. He doesn't even realize the artillery doesn't reach. He doesn't realize that he's max. This is day 5. I love this guy. I mean, we all start here. Don't get me wrong. I used to play like this back in the day. Like, I'm not here to judge and make fun of everyone, but this is funny. You cannot deny that. That's just hilarious. I'm sure he's better now. I love this guy. What can I say? We got the day 2 mech, and we got the max artillery that isn't going to do anything next turn. Both sides are killing it. We got a T-copter over here. So the mech T-copter, okay, that sort of starting to make sense. I love this. Good job, Raito. Beautiful. I love it. He's making some good moves. Not all hope is lost. Not all hope is lost. Now, okay, so it took 2 turns, and now we're over here at the worst one. You know, beggars can't be choosers. Maybe he just wants to break open that one pipe seam in 3 turns. Building a tank. Okay. Can't hate on that. So far, so wonky. Mech going over here. T-copter as well. Mech's probably going to get in, and then I don't know where he's going to put it. Somewhere. He's probably going to build a tank this turn, I would assume. That would seem to make the most sense. Oh, okay. 1 mech attacks, 1 mech goes on the transport. That could be a thing. Both of them are really prioritizing breaking these pipe seams. I think that's a lower level sort of thing. Recon? I mean, that's very aggressive. If Max had not built an artillery and had built a tank instead, could he have afforded it? He could not have. He would have had to base skip. So, okay. So this could be a free hit. I don't know if I'd stay there another turn, though, because if Max did anything correct over here, like if the tank was built, say, here or here, where it probably should be, to be perfectly honest, rather than here. I mean, I guess he's fearing recons over here, so maybe that's why he built the tank down there. But now there's a recon in the middle, so this tank's probably going to shift, and it won't reach the recon in 2 turns, unfortunately. What's the tank going to do? Is it going to... Yeah, where is it going to go? I mean, he's kind of bluffing. He has no vehicles to defend, but he's bringing infantry forward. Curious to the tank. Ooh, that's an ugly move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. Yeah, it's not even defending the units from recons. Luckily, there is no recon from Raito down there, but yeah, okay. So far, interesting. Okay, so the mech didn't even attack the pipe seam. Okay, so the mech's going in the forest. That's not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea. I don't hate that. A useless boosty, I guess. I don't know what that really accomplishes. Doesn't really push him closer to any city. Okay. Alright. Now these things are getting a little weird. You only need 1. I guess incredibly passive. Aggressive, but passive at the same time. Very non-cohesive. I would have liked to see a tank follow for that recon. That would have been really nice. Recon pressure, followed up by tank pressure. Doing these artillery builds is kind of leaving this recon to die. You want to make sure you have synergy in your macro plans and your micro plans. Don't only think in terms of tactical things. Also look at the larger strategic value. Strategic value here, what is it? You put on pressure and then you retreat? And then you withdraw? You like forcing them to build up here and then tricking them? You want to have some sort of continuity in thought. And I'm not seeing that here. That recon on any other day should be dead. But the wonky positioning by Catton over here. And now he puts the tank in keep the tank hidden, folks. Put it like here, then you capture this and the recon's like, oh, free kill again. Then the tank one-shots it. Or, you know, breaks it down to 1 HP. So, I don't like revealing your hand per se. So if you're taking some notes and you want to learn from these players, don't reveal your hand by putting everything in the recon's vision, because you can see the recon. You can see where it sees, literally. Move one space back. The recon can't see you. I would have loved to see by Catton the tank one space back. Just don't reveal everything to your opponent. Now they know, oh, I should run. Otherwise they'd be like, keep attack, keep attack. Don't let them know what they should do. Don't give them any hints. Also, capture the property. He can't hurt you. You got a tank here. You got another tank here. Capture the property. Why are you afraid of one recon? Come on. Come on. Anyway. Passive. Artillery's plowing away at that pipe scene. First copter. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Interesting. We have a infantry going at the bottom here. I like the thought process of using this mech aggressively to defend these two properties. I think that's a pretty good idea. But he has no vehicles to reinforce. I would have liked to see some backup, because if there's literally any vehicle, it's going to kill the mech. I would have like I said, you needed backup for the recon, needed backup for this mech. These two artillery just aren't cohesive, and this mech over here is not cohesive. That should have turned in, this should have been either a tank here or a tank here. Forget these two mechs right there, you should have built a tank there. And forget that artillery, build two tanks. One tank here, one tank here. Beautiful. You're looking good. Righto, you're looking good with two tanks. I feel like the forcing of the artillery... Oh, good. He's attacking the right pipe seam. I like that. Good. Smart move. Builds a recon? Okay, sure. Another transport copter. Okay, he's a mech fan. I get it. But you need some vehicles, my man. Especially versus mechs. Mechs don't always cut it. And there you go. I like this. Hidden in the forest. Hidden little tanky. Didn't reveal his hand right. Look. Tank. Last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice, he did not put this one in range. He put this one in range. Not a great move. But he did do a smart move here. He hid this one in range inside of this forest. I like that move from Catton. Good move, Catton. Catton crunch, some might say. Anyway, tricked this recon into thinking it was safe. Plot twist, it was not. Good move. Bust open the pipe seam with the weak max artillery. Okay, now we're talking. Copter spam has begun. Reveals the mech over here. I don't like recklessly just throwing infantry out there. If you don't see where they're going, keep them on good terrain. Keep them in cities, keep them in forests. Get a recon over here before you just wander in. You know, putting yourself into, like, that could easily be trapped. Now it's going to be killed in 2 shots. Just a little reckless. Make sure if you don't see where you're going, at least have good defensive terrain, at minimum. Also, these are, okay, that's going to be interesting. There's going to be a little battle over here. I think Black's going to, Catton and his green boys are just going to win over here. So, interesting. He's also going to lose a infantry over there. Not too bad. Looks like Raito's going to get this property unless Catton spots it. Catton is nowhere near capturing that property. These mechs are incredibly slow, so I feel like he's going to lose all these properties over here to Catton because there's just... The mech reinforce is super slow. He needs to bring this T-Copter up. That's the only way he has any hope. Breaks up in the proper pipe seam. I love it. Anti-air. Prophylactic. Didn't even see a copter, but knows. Smart move by Raito. Can't complain about that. But Catton. Catton crunch. I'm going to keep saying that, even though it's not even remotely funny. Oh, I don't like this. Going into the blindness. You see literally nothing. You don't know what's there, and you're putting on the bad defensive terrain. Like I said before, if you don't know where you're going, keep on high terrain. You attack with the 6, you put this on the city, then you're like, okay, I don't know what's coming, but at least I have 3 defense. You have 0 defense on the shoal here. Very vulnerable. I would have loved to see the 6 HP, kill the 3, tank sit on the city. That would have been nice. I don't appreciate that, though. Okay. But Catton does have the advantage that he has a few of these properties over here, whereas looks like Raito is going to struggle to get some of these properties. So there's a small advantage there, whereas Raito has the middle control. So there's a trade-off there. Kill some infantry over here. Finally, there's a recon, so that mech will be dispatched if need be. Okay, don't put it on the city. Please don't, or on this road. Don't reveal the mech on the road, please. Please don't do it. Thank you. Thank you. Good move, Rido. Keep it hidden and on defensive terrain. Put it on the road, it's going to get one-shot or pretty damn close to it. Not bad. Alright. Cool. Interesting. Oh, no, I don't like that. There is no point in killing this. There is no point. This gives you zero benefit. Absolute zero benefit. Breaking this once this is already broken. Zero benefit. But he's still doing it. Why the F not? Okay, now you can't unload. By the way, you cannot unload infantry when you're on a sea tile. Like, you have to be on the ground before you unload something. So that can't unload anything. And that copter could kill 2 units in one if he's not careful. A lot of T-copters. Okay, he's really taken Sammy to heart. But will he get punished? He hasn't really gotten punished so far. Recon comes in, doesn't see the mech. See, that's the power of hiding your units. Gotta hide those units. Take attacks here. Copter attacks into blindness, not seeing anything. I don't like those. I mean, it's not gonna work, actually. He's gonna lose it. I don't like recklessly attacking with copters. The thing is, he has no vision. He needs to put his recons to attack first. Like, this recon should attack at the beginning of the turn. You see what's going on, you're like, okay. If there's something here, maybe I attack over here. Move your recons first, so you know where there's units in the map, and if there's not a lot of units there, there's probably a lot somewhere else. Or if there's a lot of units there, there's probably not a lot of units elsewhere. So if you go over here and the recon sees, there's nothing over here, there's probably a lot of units in the middle. There's an anti-air, there's a recon, you know what I mean? Use your recons first. I like how this one moved first, smart move. But then you also want to use this one. And then you don't see anything in the middle, don't blindly attack with your copters like that, or tanks really. Don't recommend that. Double anti-air, not advised. You have 4 anti-air. 4 anti-air. I mean, there's a lot of mechs and copters. Actually, there's 0 copters. Well, there's T-copters. But you don't need 4. 1 is alright. Probably, for day 12, 1 is probably fine. 2 is plenty. 3 is your nut. 4 is you have a problem that needs to be addressed in Alcoholics or whatever, or Anti-Alcoholics Anonymous. That's just sick. It's sick in the brain. You got monkeypox. So, recon comes in. I like the recon attacking first. Mech comes in. Nice. Get a big old beef boy hit on it. Kill the copter. Looking pretty good. Just like that, killing 1 copter, that's 9k swing right there. And Rido is looking pretty decent. He's got control of the middle. He's winning the battle over here for the most part-ish. Well, there's tanks. Actually, not really. This mech is really bad positioning. These are 2 bad vehicles that aren't doing anything, really. So, because these aren't doing anything, green has 2 extra vehicles that are fighting while these ones are not. So that part's not great. And this copter's probably about to wreak some havoc. And this anti-air as well. So, it's going to be a short-lived little happy moment for Raito, I think. He's not spending money. Okay. Curious. Wonder what he's saving up for. One can only imagine. Tank comes in. Look, dude, you see the mech there, man. Why are you doing this? You see the mech right there. You have a recon. Why are you attacking? I don't like that. Now this mech is going to spank the tank on the road. Spank the tank. At least on this bottom side over here, Catton's about to clean up. First off, this reaches there. Alright, whatever. He wants to hide the anti-air, I guess, to lure some copters over there, perhaps? Sure. Brings back over there. Copter... Okay, very feisty. I mean, I guess he sees 1 anti-air over there, so he just figures there couldn't be another one. He's right. Not in the vicinity, at least. Dude, they're both doing it. Well, at least this one matters. At least this one's better. Okay. This one makes slightly more sense. That makes 0 sense. Interesting. Okay. So what's Rido got up his sleeve? He's gonna bash a tank there. Recon attacks. He's tied with income, which is you know, not ideal for Sam. You kind of want to be ahead. He's probably about to be down on income, unfortunately for him. He has both of the middle properties, but he doesn't have the corner properties, which he should have, typically. He really gave up a lot by having this passive double artillery. That's what allowed Green to get the corners right here. That double artillery allowed him to get the corners, unfortunately for him. And this is useless, like I said. So both are, once he breaks open this, they're basically even playing field. So, interesting location for an artillery. I probably would want that in a more active position here into this forest right here. You guard both these. Or into this forest over here if you're feeling more aggressive. You're guarding this and this. Like, I feel like this is an incredibly passive position. It's a dead end here, and then you have to go all the way around. I don't really like that sort of passive positioning. I feel like Raito plays extremely passive with his units. He could play a lot more aggressive. He got a lot of money, and he is not spending it. Okay. He must be role-playing as Colin or something. He's going to have 50,000 next turn. I don't know what's going on. That's just weird to me. But he's a wonkster. He's a wonkster. He's going to kill this mech at least. Oh, withdraw the tank. Kill the mech, dude. Kill the mech. I don't care if there's an artillery there. Kill it with an infantry. This artillery is such a weak little thing. I forgot what I was even going to say other than thing. Weak little thing. 2 anti-airs over here. 2 anti-airs over here. Oh, he's really ready for the copters. But sadly, there's none. No B-copters. But luckily for him, Raito is saving up for something. And, I mean, Max is ahead on money. Max is ahead on unit value. Max is a little behind on unit count because Raito is about to have his turn. Builds a battleship, so that's what he was saving up for, I guess. He could have bought it last turn though, so it's a little bit of a head scratcher. Battleships on this map are a mixed bag. I mean, if you're losing your HQ and you want to defend, you can bring it back here. If you want to secure these 2 properties, you can move it over here, but it's 28,000. Copters and bombers also do a lot of damage to it, so you have to kind of move it off of this, or keep it on the port, or else you take a lot of damage. I don't love them on this map. They have some utility. They're not 100% bad, but they have very limited mobility. You cannot move past this point. So you can put pressure on this property and these like properties right here on the peripheral, but this property here, you can't pressure. This property here, you can't pressure. You can't pressure the comm tower. You can't pressure that property. So they're very limited, and 28,000 is nothing to sneeze at. You can get a bomber, you can get a neo-tank with that money, and more. So I typically would advise for a bomber and neo-tank if you're looking to spend big bucks. But, you know, whatever. Interesting. And there you go. Bye-bye copter. Reckless copter, as usual, gets completely decimated. Okay, Mech's going over here. Really doesn't have much of an army, though. Katten could definitely feast right now. Building... What is he saving up for? What is going on here? Saving up for something. I have no idea what. Okay, well, he's getting free mech kills at least, because nothing is defending that. And he's actually kind of scaring the HQ. I mean, he can go for an HQ cap, but he has nothing to kill it. He doesn't have an artillery, doesn't have a copter, doesn't have any bomb or anything to kill it. So, luckily there's a black boat there for him. For now, but Neotake is vrooming across the map, though, might I add. Doesn't die. I honestly put this in the mountain and kill with the tank. You know, guarantee it's death. Also, don't advise this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that either. That's just don't do that. Don't do that. All right, Raito is bringing back the battleship in defensive. Builds another battleship. Okay. Does Green even see these battleships? Has he spotted them? I don't think he's spotted them. He doesn't know about the existence of the battleship. Definitely, he is a penny pincher. Penny pincher. I definitely would prefer Katniss' position right now. He has income advantage. He's got more units. He's not base skipping. He's got more vehicles. He's got more everything, basically. And all of Raito's money, or half of it rather, is tied down in 2 battleships. Interesting. But he doesn't know about them yet. He doesn't know about the battleships yet. But he's about to lose all these properties because of saving up and not building units or vehicles or anything. So I have to lose this property too, Jesus. Boom. Victory March, though. I don't really like just using Victory March for the sake of it. Let's look here. What can he theoretically grab here? He can grab this property. Battleship attacks, mech captures, or this guy captures. I mean, it's a gamble. You don't even see anything. He didn't like use a recon to even discover that, so that's not, you know, guaranteed. Maybe this property? Dubious at best. And he's getting vision after using Victory March. The whole point of Victory March and Fog is you want to know what you're getting into before you do it. But he has no idea. He's going in blind. He's just wandering around. Oh, he's going to get the comm tower, though. Okay. Good on ya. Good on ya. Okay, now get this property. Make it worth it. Battleship attacks, and you get it. Come on. Come on. You're not going to do it? We blindly went in there? Sometimes you just get lucky, man. Oh, he's not going to get this easier one now? 3 battleships. 3 battleships. This guy is maining Drake or Grit now. I don't know what's going on here. He's got no other vehicles. He's literally got anti-air, 2 artilleries. That's it. 3 vehicles. The rest is battleships and infantry. 3 vehicles versus 5, 7, 8, 12, 13. 3 vehicles versus 13. But now, Catton sees these battleships. He's like, I'm going to bomb the shit out of it. Apparently, he didn't build anything last turn either. What? He must have run out. He didn't run out of time. I don't get it. Raito ran out of time, though. Because this is a live match, so I get it. But what does Kato do? He doesn't really have an excuse here. I'm sorry, what? So, I get you see a battleship. But you might want to look at the terrain first. This thing can only go to there or there. There is no way on Earth this battleship can reach over there, or this sub can reach. There is no possibility this will ever cross the shoal. It's 20,000 funds. 20 freaking thousand funds! What in God's green earth is this shit? A land sub? This isn't even going to be in the water. It's a land sub. Truth be told, throwback when I first started Advanced Wars by Web, we had a 3 versus 3 game in the fog. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it wasn't me. Someone did this. They thought they could attack a battleship, but it was surrounded by shoals. It literally could not move one single space. It was stuck on the port. We called that a land sub, and we named ourselves the land subs in honor of that sub. However, it took 4 years. This probably happened 4 years ago now. Man, I've been doing this a while. Haven't seen a land sub since until now. Bravo. For all the wrong reasons. Anyway, that's wild. Max Blast. Okay, what do we got here? What's this going to attack a battleship? What's this Max Blast going to accomplish? It's going to attack this thing and do like 4 damage? Okay, how much is it going to do? Like 5? Not even. 3. Oof. Bonk. Tiny amounts, and it's going to get blasted. It's about to get blasted. He's going for the caps. Oh my god. What? Artillery getting trapped. I don't know if I've ever seen a game where an artillery got trapped before. That might be the first time I've seen an artillery get... You never move artilleries where you don't know where it's going. What? Oh my god. Bomber. Okay, well, at least there's one good move. One goodbye. But boom. Bang. Bang. Raito. He doesn't have vehicles, but he's somehow just winning in the middle. Got both comm towers. His land sub isn't doing shit. He's got 3 battleships. But even though, despite the Victor March, Catton is still ahead in income. He captured this, and he captured this property randomly, but he's still behind. The land sub moves forward. Wow, I guess you get vision. Yahoo! You get vision. You could have built a recon for 4K that could actually attack. Yahoo! But at least, looks like Catton's going for the HQ cap. That's his idea now, I suppose. Seemingly so. Also just capping everything over here, just getting away with it. There's literally nothing to stop. Raito is just going straight beeline to the middle. Okay, I mean, Catton's is throwing his units away, though. Raito's about to get good unit counts for just murdering all of Catton's units. Boom, bang, bang. Attack this. You got that artillery, dude. You're not going to attack with his artillery? It's just a friendly artillery? Friendly neighborhood artillery? Sure. Okay. I guess you ran out of time. Oh boy. Alright, he wants to see what he's building. He's going to lose that recon 100%, but he's seeing what he's doing. He's going to guarantee this cap, which is nice for him. Bro. Capture. Why aren't you capturing it? Why? Well, at least Captain Crunch killed off that. Can finally threaten an HQ cap. He's got bombers to deal with the battleships. He's got no challenger over here. All that can stop him is his battleship. Hey, cap, attack. Combine, cap. Or cap, combine. Combine, cap. If you throw three infantry over there, I bet you can cap it. I bet you can. There he goes. What do you know? What do you know? Although, look, none of them are in range. Bring this in range. Why is it going to the mountain? No, put it there so you can combine. And this one's just going over here to lollygag. It's in range of this battleship anyway. Oh no, not a 4th. Not a 4th. Not a freaking 4th battleship. Please, man. I've had enough. I've had enough. Or maybe a carrier. I don't think he couldn't afford a carrier. Okay. No more battleships. We got plenty. It's day 19. 11 days to go before the day count comes in. Whoever has more properties at day 30 wins. Doesn't matter how many units you have, doesn't matter anything else. Whoever has the most properties wins. And right now, Catton would win. Catton just has to maintain, and he wins. He's capturing literally everything over here. He's going to capture this, even though he's taking forever to do it. Probably not going to capture that to the comm tower, but... I mean, he can capture this comm tower, not bad. I mean, this battleship doesn't reach. All there's infantry and artillery, so... Would be surprised me if Catton can't come back and just get it. Okay, defends the HQ, stops the caps. But like, Catton, all he has to do is Captain Crunch all these guys and he's fine. Neo tank gets trapped. There's nothing really to handle that, but... Interesting. Bomber comes down because he sees the Neo tank. Catton is ahead an obscene amount of cash. 10k, which is vile. Keep in mind that there's also... What's 56 plus 28? 74? No, 84. 84,000. 84,000 in battleships. That's basically half his units. You get value. Oh boy. This is going to be a rough treading for Raito. He's probably going to lose the comm tower too. He's extremely overextended. Both of these reach in 2 turns. This reaches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 turns. 2 turns, 3 turns. And from here, probably 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 turns from this one. 3 turns from here. 2 turns from both of these. Not holdable. What can Raito do? Does he have a hope? He built a rocket over here. Alright. What's he gonna do? Build another battleship? No, he can't. Not yet. This guy's sick. Sick. Catton has a lot of money. What's he gonna do with that money? Is he gonna build his own battleship? A max battleship? Might I add? breaking through. He's busting through. Busting through. But now he's in battleship range, so that's a little scary. But at least he's breaking through. Building bombers. He's got a lot of units. Can Rado reclaim these properties? Boom. Bang, look at this. Bong, bong, bong. Oh, those indirects are wreaking havoc. Speaking of wreaking havoc, these Rikis are killing off all the units and he's recapturing these properties. Rado might be able to equalize income. I don't know what this battleship's doing over here. Should probably shift it right there or into the port. Hopefully he moves it or else it's useless. There you go. 3 battleships. Snug as a bug under the rug. Captain, that's going to be a bye-bye. Bonk. Oh, how did that live? Oh yeah, he doesn't have the comm tower. Forgot about that. Boonk. Now it's dead. Boonk. Boonk. And whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dude, use your power for God's sake. You can one-shot that battleship and then you make this worth it. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can see, he can attack from the square. He can see it. It's open. But instead, he decides to go in the darkness. So instead of getting a nice one shot, or doing like, knocking it down to 1, doing like 25,000 in damage, it does 0. And it will die to 2 anti-airs. Brutal. Just brutal. Getting trapped by an infantry. That was completely needless. Here comes a victory march by Raito, though. He's behind significantly. Cap. Good, move the rehomes first. Cap, 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 and just like that, turn from 10k to 2k. Boom. Bang. Blang. Can he capture anything else, though? I don't know. Infantry reveals. Boom. Tank dead. Bye-bye bomber. Bye-bye birdie. Catton comes in. Now look at it. 1 turn later. Wow. Catton was still fine. He was still ahead. However, really far behind on unit count. Gonna be losing down here. Fighting into the battleships of doom. Getting trapped by an infantry. Holding on to this power for no reason. I don't know why I didn't use it turns ago. He could have definitely used that, or at least a power. Just kind of holding on to it. Yeah, man. That land sub. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this. One is, I mean, it worked out for him for, I mean, the opponent built a land, so for God's sakes. But this is not going to work 99% of the time. Honestly, Catton had a commanding lead most of the map. Most of the game. Commanding, destroying him over here, destroying him over here. Then suddenly, he fell into the battleship trap. Honestly, this battleship's actually worked out well for him. And he freaking base skipped like 3 times in a row. Infantry, nothing. Infantry. He like base skipped so many times. And the day 2 mech. Wow. Anyway, that was a wild map. I have never seen 3 battleships in a game before. I don't think ever. That's not high funds or naval warfare or something. A land sub, I haven't seen that in 4 years. I've never seen a bomber trapped by an infantry. Or an artillery trapped, period. There's a lot of firsts here. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure both these players have improved, but this game, it was nut. It was nut. Anyway, hope you guys were entertained. Hope you guys learned something. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.